CCN-TV, bringing you captivating news since 2019.
Hello, 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 and how the hell are you? Um, Welcome to another episode of Politics and Wellness. I am your host, the captivating Christian, Brother Nate. I know you're here somewhere. If you're not, you're getting up and you'll be here soon. So, of course, me, Brother Nate, and everybody else here. It is Tuesday. I am back. I needed some time to kind of get the jet lag off. Cause a brother was tired, but it's good to be back, and we need to have a serious talk about a whole lot of shit. So I didn't bombard it with a whole bunch of articles and things of that nature as I normally do. But there's some shit we really need to talk about today. And yeah, we can talk about the whole Super Bowl thing, but I mean, okay, I'll say this. One, I hope everybody's had a great start to their week, right? Hope your tax returns are coming in, Hey, for that, if you get it, you get it, you got it. But I won't get into the Super Bowl thing all that much. What I will say regarding the Super Bowl and people's feelings and opinions about it, or the halftime show rather, Puerto Rico is a colony, so to speak, of the United States. So therefore, it is a territory of the United States. So what you mad for? I mean, if you keeping it 100, if you keeping it 100 with the USA, well then they kept it USA and went to the island of Puerto Rico. Whoop-de-doo. Maybe some of y'all motherfuckers learn Spanish. I mean, I don't know. I really don't. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Y'all okay with some things? Cause it's funny. A lot of y'all will run Taco Tuesdays and down to El Mexicano or any other thing, or be flooded in the streets in New York in the Puerto Rico Day Parade, but you can't bother to watch a Super Bowl halftime show for 30 minutes of somebody else's culture. I don't understand y'all. I really don't understand y'all. So, I mean, I just don't. I don't get it. And maybe it's just my thoughts. Like last time I checked, these people are all American citizens, right? So, yeah. What about it? what about it? If this is supposed to be the melting pot of America's supposed to be a melting pot, so let it melt. Right? I ain't that isn't that the motto? Isn't that what this is supposed to be about? So then, what seems to be the issue, right? I don't really care. I didn't watch it, so I mean, I didn't watch it. So, but I think everybody should be represented, right? In all its forms, whether we understand it or not. If it's a part of uh, America, right, then we should all have a turn, and maybe we should step out of ourselves and learn a language or two. There's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't make you un-American, right? But the funny thing is, you go other places around the world, and you have to learn their language. You got to know something. You got to know how to say something because not everybody speaks English. So it's really funny how we are all on this thing of speak English, speak English, but you go other parts of the world and nobody speaks English here. They don't have to. They don't have to. But again, I think it's that kind of American privilege, like how dare you kind of thing. But it's like if you step outside yourself and go to other places in this vast world we live in, you will see you're not the only mofo on the planet. But so get outside yourselves, go see some other shit, and maybe you'll understand it better, right? Because although this is a great country to live in to a degree, if you step outside of your America's so great bubble and actually visit other places of the world, there are some beautiful places, but they don't live like we live, right? So there is a stark difference between how we live and how other places of the world live. So I think before we start turning up our noses at people and their different cultures, you might want to go test it out and visit and see it for yourself. Because I think that's you do yourself a disservice. Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, how are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm good. Rested because I was goodness just running from the time we got just running from the time I got back. But I was able to rest up and because I needed it. It was crazy.
Yeah, just that,
Hopefully,
just to travel alone is enough.
well, I mean that, and just running and ripping once you get back to try and get everything like flowing again is just crazy. So I was like, I needed a break beyond the break. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was fun. It was fun.
That you're just gonna go ahead and shoot for March.
Yes. No, not at all. Not with all this stuff going on. You gotta shoot while it's hot. So I was talking about the Super Bowl halftime show. I'm getting off my horse about it. I really didn't see the big hoopla. Like I said, I thought this was supposed to be a melting pot. I thought we were supposed to be embracing cultures and differences because we're all quote unquote immigrants, whether some of us was brought over here voluntarily or involuntarily.
Oh no, the only real citizens are white citizens.
Yeah. So I'm learning. But then all of them didn't come from part of Europe. They spoke the King's English either. So I'm confused as into when did that become the big thing. But your thoughts or any thought at all
On the
on the
on the
halftime show, on the
halftime show.
non-bilingual halftime show? Yes.
It's it's like part two from last year.
Hmm.
It's just the other segment. I know those people are probably tired as shit. It's like, when are you gonna bring some white people back on? We were gonna have some twang in the music. That's what they're upset.
Right. Because they believe that everything belongs to them. I mean, they were
Right.
mad when there were more black athletes in football than there were white athletes.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Because then the halftime shows got a lot more urban, and you got R&B stars and rappers, and I don't know how to speak this, and I don't know what they're saying about it. So, like, you're never satisfied.
And they never will be.
Right. So, like, fuck them. At this point, they will never be satisfied, no matter how much you kiss or try to kiss the ring. They will never be satisfied. So why do people feel like there is a need or a must to appease these people? Like, let them be.
No, but then too, that kind of showed, that reminded them of the people that are being attacked right now too.
Right. Well, not to mention that I could see them doing the whole thing to begin with, because did he not take bounty paper towels and throw them like basketballs to the people in Puerto Rico when they were going through Hurricane Maria and all that shit? He did. So why not give him a good fuck you and put it all on TV during the most whitest time of the fucking year in white America? Why not? I threw your paper towels back at your ass. Like, I mean, I don't understand.
Now that would have been funny as shit.
Yeah, it would have. If you took the paper towels and tossed them, that would have been the coup de grace. But it was what it was. I mean, it was what it was. Now, moving past that, what I really want to talk about, what's really been burning at me and itching at me until the minute it crossed whatever feed I looked at. Now this the fuck Darnell. I've always known Darnell was a bigoted, son of a bitch. But that shit with the Obamas as monkeys, come on, y'all.
Were you surprised?
No, I'm not surprised, but what I am surprised about is the hum of all these supporters, whatever the color they are, of Trump and his bullshit, but they never want to talk about the shit he posts that he claims and he doesn't post, or he didn't post, or that some other motherfucker posted it. Like, he always likes to pass the buck, but nobody has anything to say about the bullshit that he posts when it's stuff like that, when it's blatant racism, because we don't want to talk about how many times your name's been in the Epstein files, or the photos, or all the other bullshit. And granted, it's not just him, it's a whole lot of other motherfuckers, but for some reason, every time he on him and how many times his name is in it, he always has to do something else to go, oh, look over here. But why do that? Why not put out a policy or something that you could, really sink your teeth into and go, yeah, I did that. I changed that for whatever he chooses to do that for. But no, it's always got to be some racist bullshit. And then, oh, I hope it was a mistake. You fucking Uncle Tom, it wasn't a mistake.
I was
surprised.
I was like, who is that? Who's this person saying that? I don't remember him.
Then you gonna run out and to be the first one to say, like, stop it already. Stop it. It's one thing you could, I like the man's policies, but he's a fucking racist. That means clearly if he can put monkeys up of the first African American biracial family in the United States, he don't give a shit about you. But y'all don't seem to kind of correlate together. The one has nothing to do with his policies. I already know how the man. How the fuck does that make it okay? None of this shit is okay. Like, and that's the sick part. Like, they'll dance around trying to make this shit make sense. Oh, it was about the Lion King, the Jungle Book, whatever the fuck it was. Why do that? And know good and goddamn well what that means to the 20,000 motherfuckers who really believe that shit.
Mm.
It's crazy to me. It really is crazy. It's like enough is enough already. You can be conservative and still stand against racist bullshit, regardless who the president is. Because wrong is wrong. But these motherfuckers will zip quiet and won't say shit, act like it don't exist. But throw other people under the bus about, oh, did you see the Epstein files? Jay-Z was in Epstein. Who the fuck ain't been to that fucking rapist island that ain't got money?
Mm-hmm.
All of the fuck been there.
Like I say, especially during that time anyway, late 70s, 80s, and 90s. And then when what'd you say, Carnival? What'd you say, Carnival Cruise?
So every time y'all go to them islands, when y'all on the Carnival Cruises ships, that's where you're going. They bought the fucking shit. So what are we talking about?
Mm. They would probably call up, hey Jeffrey, how do we use this here?
They doing seances and shit, trying to get him to talk about how do we use this? What do we do?
Mm-hmm.
Where did you hide this? Like, I mean, come on, man. Like, the shit don't make sense. Like, stop it already. If he could do that about that black family, he could do the same thing about your black family. That's what he thinks of you, that you're monkeys and apes and shit.
Yeah, but I was not even phased.
But that's the problem.
Was not even not even phased.
But see, that's the problem. There, you should be phased. You do it so much.
Shouldn't. That's his MO. That's what he's trying to distract from everything else. When I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Now let's get back to the real important stuff, because they were talking about how they were sizing up these children, how he was finger popping these children, okay, and what he was doing. That's the shit I was concerned about.
Let's talk about it, because everything is like, oh well, there's nothing to see here. There's nothing to see here. No, it's detailed accounts of him and other people measuring up little young girls, putting his big old fat sausage fingers in these girls, rubbing on them, touching on them. But again, he is so full of himself. He constantly tells on himself. How many times he told the story of walking flat into a Teen USA competition while the girls were dressing to view them and examine them and all types of shit, because that's the type of shit he does. Type of shit they all do. But we hunting for the Clintons. And yeah, them motherfuckers is nasty too. We know that.
No, I just wanna know what Bill got. Because Bill Dick done seen some travel.
But this is what I'm saying. But we ain't talking about what we gonna overlook is, oh yeah, he talking about he kind of may have gave Will a little fellatio, but we're not gonna talk about that. That's just made up. No, that shit ain't made up. That shit ain't made up at all. And yeah, it may have happened 30, 40 years ago, but that shit ain't made up. I tell you that. Like, don't nobody make those shit up like that. Like that's not no. But that's why that motherfucker got popped in that jail, because they knew. They knew exactly what he was gonna do, and they paid them officers handsomely to do what needed to be done so they could just wipe this story away. Because had that man lived and them files out, how you gonna you can't combat that. A dead man tells no tales. So yeah, you can sit there and say, oh, this is fake, that's fake. But if the man was alive and well, and you could sit there and go under a lie detector and all types of shit and actually come back, well, he's telling the truth. You be on Maury talking about something that was not a lie and this was not a lie. Then what you gonna say? So they knew exactly what they were doing when they popped his ass. They knew exactly what they were doing. Once he got caught up, and I think that was the purpose of getting him caught up, because he had dirt on everybody. So who gonna touch him?
Right. And I'm sure he was an international blackmailer.
All
of those people all over the world.
Everywhere.
All over the world. He has, and it could be bought.
Yeah, there's nobody that man did not touch. Not a soul. So you mean tell me he's making this up? I don't. You could go. Y'all go buy a couple bridges and some mansions because y'all delusional. This shit happened and is happening, and that man motherfucker who was gonna drop dime on everybody when he got the reason why they popped him. Yeah, it's disgusting. Yeah, but we sitting up here chasing Michael down for years. And who's the real pedophile? Who's the one? Who's the real Peter Pans in these motherfuckers? These old ass men, these old ass white men and women and shit that's fondling little children.
We all thought it started with the shootings in the school. They never cared for anybody else's children.
But see, that's the thing. If you look back, they never cared about children. It was never about children. From way back in Columbine, that shit should have stopped. It should have stopped. The same kind of emphasis you put on inner city schools to make all these metal detectors and extra police force that you was going in, you had to be strip search. It's like you was going to TSA. You was going through TSA just to go to school. Like the same shit you go through TSA when you go to the airport, inner city schools, especially in New York City, you had to go through that same shit every day.
Oh yeah, that's how it is down. That's how it is here. You just can't walk in.
No,
and they won't just let anybody come and get you either. You're not on that list.
Right, you never could. But go to their schools. Go to their schools. You walk right in there.
Right, because it's so safe out in the burbs.
Yeah. Let Billy have a bad day. And Billy popping everybody's ass up in right.
It's not with his fingers.
Billy's having a bad day right now. Okay, that's the problem. White male fragility is at an all-time low. These people, they're sensitive. Their feelings are hurt. Why? I do not know. You rigged the game, and now you mad because you losing at the game you rigged. I'm not understanding. But I do understand it to a degree. You got comfortable in your position. Yeah. You got comfortable in your position. You did not instill in the people beneath you, hey, you got to keep this going. You thought you were comfortable. And now you're at a place you're not comfortable anymore because your lackluster attitude, your lackluster, oh, let me just go here. Your lackluster, my grandpapa did, so I'm just going to grandfather in. All that means nothing anymore because people have surpassed you. So yeah, working in the fucking mines for years and making all this money that other people aren't allowed to do means nothing anymore because that's now obsolete because that's how progression works. Like, I mean, were we not walking around at one point everything via candlelight or some sort of lighting something to illuminate so you can see? Now you just flip a switch. Like, I mean, were we not paying attention? So I don't know. I'm just confused. Maybe it's just me, but I'm just confused as to why it is okay to support a president. Now, you could disagree on policies all day long, but you are supporting anybody that could literally look at the person who not even precede them like next. We're not even talking like there's a whole nother person that came when you came back, but you won't degrade him because he looked like you. You always reach for the person that don't look like you, even if that person ain't got nothing to do with anything that you're doing. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? For that alone, I would step back. Like, I may be conservative in my policies, but I can't fuck with that because that means you don't mean nothing. You don't care nothing about me and my own black skin. And maybe you need to look at yourself. Do you care about yourself? Because a lot of y'all motherfuckers, honestly, y'all hate yourselves. You have a lot of self hate about yourself, about your upbringing, about how you were raised, all that stuff. You need to. That's what a therapist is for. You really need to sort through that. You really do. Because I'm very thankful to grow up in a city school that supported blackness, that always celebrated blackness. I've never felt inferior to anybody, ashamed of being black, any of that. We celebrated everything from Kwanzaa to anything black and African, celebrated from K to 6th grade. In high school is when it started to get a little intermingled and different. And it was like, whoa, what's this? But it's okay. We just brought it back to the house. We didn't, so it's, I don't know, something about that a lot of other states and situations don't get, that I don't know. It just seems to be very different to where in which they can look at things and not be like, oh, it's no big deal. Like, no, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. You ain't gonna sit there and call nobody that looks like me no monkey and think that I'm not gonna be offended. Now, some of y'all do look like a little apish, but that's just poking. But to me, that's crazy. As the leader of the free world, that is crazy. That goes beyond the pale of like, hold up, wait a minute. Who we talking about? Part easy. And again, just so you don't want to address some shit that you involved yourself in. Absolutely crazy. But any thoughts?
Yeah, we have to. This is really showing too how both sides are complicit with what has happened.
Mm-hmm.
Because his first term, then Biden came in and he really didn't do anything to pursue it. And you also need to look at normal person out on the street. The investigations, they'd have had something by now.
They'd have been out of here.
They wouldn't have been worried about whose name was on the list. Just give us a list.
They would have been out of here.
So both parties are just as guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Because we do know that the Magettes were hoping that it was strictly Democrats that were on that list. But then, of course, when the plethora of names popped up with all the people, and everybody was on. Everybody had a picture.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody had a picture. So we just pointing out everybody got a picture. So okay, cool. You can sit there and say, "Well, I was there for it was a fundraiser at the time." Nobody gives a fuck. At this point, the man is known for what he's known for. Anybody there associated with, like they said, birds of a feather flock together. Anybody associated with the shit right now is looked at sideways. It's just the way it is. Sorry.
Yeah, but I wonder if Diddy ever went to one of those functions.
You don't think? I think so.
Mm-hmm. I think so, and I think it's where he might have gotten it from, except for the children.
That's fine. All this stuff is learned behavior. These people don't just do these things and think, oh, well, where did I get this from? That's like the Bunny Mansion, the Playboy Mansion shit. You don't think y'all sit there and praise Hugh Hefner like this is a great guy?
No.
You don't think some scandalous
There was
shit
so
was
much
going on.
Right, so many
in that
wheels and
Playboy
deals and
Mansion
everything else for the movers and
for
shakers.
years. Everybody just right.
But at least one thing we could be
It was
thankful
fine.
for as the people was that they didn't want any black girls.
Well, I don't know if it's true or not, but remember when they used to have the show about the Playboy Mansion that they hurried up to cancel?
No, this is Epstein. Epstein Island.
Oh,
he didn't want any. He didn't want any young little. You know why? Because they went home and told Mama, you know these men tried to do to me. Ma, you won't believe this shit. They tried to get me to do these things. Because they know they would have said something.
That's perfectly.
They wanted an easy group that they can groom and
again
pretty much control.
Because a lot of their parents always trying to sell their kids.
I was getting ready to say, but you have to ask that question again. Where were the parents? And the parents are just as guilty as the perpetrators.
You trying to sell your kid for a scholarship so they can go to Yale, knowing that they ain't got fucking Yale grades. Or they
but then they come back. But then your kids come back with syphilis at 12. Okay. And look at what is the Microsoft guy? Bill Gates?
Bill Gates. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bill Gates. You know he burnt his wife, right?
Did he?
He brought something back from the island. And it wasn't coconuts or ping pong balls. But anyway,
well, it may have been so long.
But he burnt his wife. Because they have an email from him to Jeffrey Epstein asking, does he have any medications or anything that he could slip his wife without her knowing? Say, put something into his drink, and she said that he brought something back to her.
Wow!
I said, God damn, what a souvenir! Don't ever bring me nothing back.
Homegirl from Why Did I Get Married? Oh, I got my shot. I was just waiting for you. That's
for you to get you right. Mm-hmm.
Boom. But that is crazy. Like, I mean, and it shows no, like, these people who kind of have this thing of, oh, I want to be wealthy, or I have to be here. It's like these people are just as low down, as dirty and grimy. The only thing that keeps them looking cleaner than anybody else is their money. Other than they're the most grimiest, gutterish. I mean, there's no way you go to, people talk about, oh, I wouldn't, that's Skid Row, or they're the same thing. You go into an island that somebody's dumped young girls to do God knows what with them.
But that's gone on for a long time, and especially from the over in the European countries, because it was nothing for them to take a sex vacation. Because it's pretty much, what's done out of the country, out of sight, out of mind type of thing. And I never knew that it was as prevalent as it was, because you don't even have to be a millionaire. You hear about these older British women that can't find a man, but they can go over there and they can get Tony.
Where I just left from. You see old men with these young
girls,
baby girls or boys just walking with it, and looking at you like, what you looking at? I'm trying to figure out what are you doing? Where's the parent?
Oh, you know what they doing? No. But what they bring, if all you have is the sex tourism, and that's all it is, and you feeding your whole family, you taking care of your whole family. That's why those countries, it's nothing unusual.
Yeah, I learned.
Mm-hmm. And then when they go to the dark continent, and they find out it's all those sorts of magic things going on over there. Because I thought it was funny because it was some movie that was on Netflix, and they were a bunch of older British women.
Mm-hmm.
They were retired and things, and they all had boyfriends over in these other countries, and they were building homes and stuff like that. These guys, it's like, they know what the deal is, that type of thing, but they go along with it because you don't have any job. What are you going to do? So I tell you,
just good. The whole thing to me is.
Yeah, good evening, everybody in the chat. Long time no see, y'all. I'm glad that we're all still here. Besides all the foolishness.
Yeah, definitely.
And the extremely cold weather. How was the weather over there?
Yes.
I know you had a shock.
It was so nice. Like 90 plus every day, and it wasn't.
I'd be sick as hell when I.
It wasn't humidly hot, which is why I'm coughing now. But it wasn't like humidly hot. A lot of the locals did say that made it in just the right, I guess, sweet spot, because it was the week before we got there. It was very, very humid and hot, and it wasn't bad at all. So that was fun. The pool was cold all the time. Thought
I guess if it's so warm, it's 90 degrees. Yeah,
cold as hell.
But then you got to remember too, you black.
Yeah,
that has a lot to do with it too.
Cold as hell. I couldn't take it, but yeah, it was fun. So, of course, I'm back on this shit here. So, the governor's convention that is held every year by the White House. The chair of the governor's convention is Maryland's Governor Moore. He's the chair, and he's been uninvited. How is the chair of a committee that you're meeting with uninvited? He's the only. Now, again, here we go, trying to play games with people that's like writings on the fucking wall. Look at it. He's the only black governor in the whole council of governors of the United States. He's the chair. How does he get disinvited?
Oh, easy. There's no love lost there between those two.
No, it's not. But I'm just saying, it ain't because he don't. It ain't because he dislikes his policies. You know what I'm saying? Because there are Democratic governors that are white that are going. So I mean, what do we like? I cannot take the trying to give me an excuse for what's blatantly in your face. It's there. There's nothing there's nothing to say. And it's to support that. It's like, no, take a look at yourself. Because you gotta dislike yourself to a degree. You gotta dislike something about you, something that you have suppressed, that I can't stand this. You got a little unrock in you. You got something in you that you gotta see that through. You gotta work that out, because that makes no sense. Well, it just doesn't.
Well, that man, it's more of a personal thing with him, because he's not afraid of them. See, that's the whole thing. He stands up to him.
Yeah, but I mean, as you should know, but as any governor should, because it's like you're not your state. You're the president of your own state, and he could. Oh, I'm gonna hold back federal funds. Okay. Now you think they hold back federal funds? You think certain states won't hold back their money too? And you watch how that much will hurt the United States as well. If California said, okay, you don't want to give us no federal funds, we're going to stop. We're not going to give you any money either.
That's right. That's how it works. But also
See if
remember
New
too,
York
last
style.
year. Remember last year he went after the governor of, I want to say New England, one of the northern, when he threatened her, um, told her that he wasn't going to give her any funding, and she said, "I'm going to see you in, then I'll see you in court." And he was like,
Right.
"Then whatever." I can't remember what they were arguing about, but he threatened to withhold funding after that. This was in the very beginning. Maine, thank you very much. Of Maine.
Shit is just dumb to me. It
So
really
anybody that
is.
stands up to him, but that's because they allowed him to do it the first time, and they're complicit with everything that goes on. That's why I'm not shocked at what he gets away with. But then too, what happens is people get sloppy
Yeah.
when they just figure that they can just control everything because they get comfortable.
Yeah, I said that. But who else is comfortable? FBI raids, of course, Georgia. The polling places in Georgia. You wonder why, because he lost Georgia in 2020 or whatever
2020.
it was.
Another distraction. That's it.
Right.
It's past the point. That's in the past.
Yeah, but
it's in the past. It's done.
But this is to secure stuff for the future as well, and then to create fear for other people. They've already told the people in Minneapolis, "Hey, if you give us your polling places and you allow us to infiltrate in your polling places, we will remove ICE. So so we can stop harassing." So it's like, you want something, so you'll do this until they give in, and then okay, we'll leave you alone. Like, no, this shit is crazy. And just to do what?
You can't bring weapons into the polling place, can you? Or is that by state type of thing?
You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to, but there's been a few people, especially in those gun carrying states, that have been turned around for trying to enter the place with their guns and weapons.
Yeah,
but you're not supposed to.
But the only thing I could see that could counteract that is if the particular states, because he's just going to hit certain states, the ones that he needs. They call out the National Guard and have the National Guard secure those polling places, even from them.
Yeah, or I said the governors call their own National Guards.
That's what I'm talking about. The government. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Their own National Guard per state against ICE. Yeah. Why would you need ICE? What does ICE have to do with voting? Nothing. They're supposed to be immigration.
Nothing. Right. Nothing at all. That's what I'm saying. And so people are like, oh, well, if you want the rapists and this and that, if you really think fucking rapists and all them type of shit that are immigrants in these United States, you're fucking fooling yourself. You're fucking
immigrants are not going to come in to vote, okay? Because they can't vote if they're illegal. Make it make sense.
I mean, hello.
But see, this is hindsight, because I remember some years ago when they were talking about increasing the territory of the border control, and they were saying now, say like for an example, Border Patrol had a jurisdiction of say 25 miles from the border on the coastline inland, and then they turned around and changed it to like 100 or 500 miles, something real crazy, and nobody paid it any attention back then. So now you see how that kind of works in their favor too, because then they can say, well, it falls within our territory of what we can actually oversee.
Yeah, I can see that. I could see that. You're wrong for sending me that video. But I
Which
have
one?
found great joy in the video of
The
Mitch
balloons?
McConnell leaving.
The bubbles? Oh, that one. Oh, I thought this was one of those raunchy ones. I said, oh yeah, yeah. Oh, that was sweet. I thought they were
Yeah,
walking through the pearly gates.
Mitch
We'll
McConnell
do
looked
the
like he
fire.
on his way out of here.
I know.
I
He looked like,
can't wait.
you know, yeah, he's getting ready to go soon. He looked just like my cat. My cat laying up there looking like Mitch.
For all the shit he has done
Mm-hmm. Yes.
and laid a waste
Yes.
to, that is one person that I can't wait. I mean, he couldn't even, and this is the thing, these same people can't even walk under their own power. Not only do you have one person holding you, you got two. That bitch get a
Two people.
cane. Get a
Mm-hmm.
wheelchair. That makes no sense. As a person of Congress, the Senate no less, that you can't even walk out of the building under your own power. You literally have two people on each side walking you out. Like
No,
slowly walking
there's
you
nobody.
out.
There's nobody home. They
No,
ask him a question, and he's like, "Is it tapioca tonight?" Let's be
right.
real.
It's Jello today. It's Jello day. And the sad part is that it's crazy, and then all of a sudden now, oh, I'm not gonna run for another term. But you know how much turmoil you have already caused.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
But one thing I can say, and this is just my personal feeling, I do wish him long and suffering, and I believe that he should, and I believe he should suffer. Just enough. Just when you think he's gonna, just when you think he's gonna fade out, they yank him back, and it's like, don't go to sleep, wake up. Somebody slap him in the back of his head.
Wake up, bitch. You thought you was going to sleep. Get your ass up. But this is another thing that may deter or may irritate some of these supporters that believe in this white America agenda, but don't want to act like they do. The minority birth rate has become the majority in this push for getting rid of Planned Parenthood and all of these things that you thought would secure and help maintain the white race. It looks like it has backfired on you in the sense where the minority has become the majority, at least in the birthing rate. But of course, we already know what it is, because I don't even want to say brown people, but Latino people have a lot of babies.
Yeah.
They do. I mean, some of these women be looking like they barely 20 years old, and the husband be looking like he's well in his, if not his late 30s, he's pushing almost 40, and she be walking around with a child almost half her height, another one half
with cowboy boots and a ball gown on. Yeah, right. Always ready to party.
And still one inside her, and you lie up. Do you give it a rest? Can it breathe? Is it gonna fall out? Like do you get a chance to? So I can understand that at some point too, you had to see the data that eventually it would wipe guys out. So I guess you thought what Planned Parenthood was gonna save you, getting rid of it rather was gonna save you. No.
And people aren't having children. You can't afford it.
Well,
they can't afford it.
They live with everybody, so they can afford it. They believe in the village, so everybody in that one village will.
It's nothing to have 3 generations in a household.
Well, see,
it's good for bills. It's good for bills. Why pay for an apartment when you can live here? Everybody lives good. Everybody has a room.
Well, when you
just gotta wait
when you paying for it, but you get stuck with the wrong motherfucker that don't want to pay nothing. I paid it last month. Oh, that's too much. Bitch, you know how much electricity you use?
Right.
So
you want to keep a roof over your head and some heat on. Shit, you're gonna have to go that route any damn way. As expensive as everything is.
Yeah, that is true, and it's cold as it is.
Mm-hmm.
The Congress.
Oh,
The
you missed all the
Congress.
good cold.
Yeah. No, I missed the snow, but I came back to it. So
Oh,
it was
we was
nice to
hitting
miss
0 degrees. Sheesh.
it was nice to miss it because I tell you, I
Mm.
was like, please don't let it be snowing, and they said we gotta stay or be stuck or in midway. I was just like, I don't know if I could do it, but it was good, and the flight was very comfortable. I was surprised because that was my longest flight. Usually, I'm like a
Yeah.
6 hour person, and it was like, okay, I'm over this now. But no, it was cool. It was cool. Woke up,
I'd be
watched
like,
a couple
God
movies.
damn. It's like, are we there yet? Are we there yet?
No, particularly don't feel like that though. I'd give it to Emirates. It really does not feel like you're stuck in a plane. Like you could literally get up, you could walk around. It's not like, oh God, you have headroom, you have leg room,
Oh, okay,
so
good.
it's not that bad.
You didn't have a lot of white people, did you? I told you I was afraid to fly on a plane
No,
with white people.
no.
I want to open the door.
Yeah.
Bitch, please. Not today,
Yeah.
Lord.
But
I
now
had to kill this bastard.
and there was this one white woman, and she was kind of trying to assert her privilege because there were a lot of empty seats on the flight. So even the stewardess was like, you could have this whole row to yourself. They kind of were telling people like, if you want to lay down, you can lay down in this whole row. Nobody's gonna lay there. So the one white lady who I guess her seat was there, and the Indian lady was like laid across there. I'm looking at her like, but the other row in front of you is completely empty.
Do the same thing.
You can sit in the row in front of you and lay the fuck out. So she stood there for 2 minutes and then she went to the back of the plane. I'm like, why would you go all the way to the back of the plane? If your seat is there, you can sit in the seat in front of it and lay the fuck out because nobody's in that entire row. This is not like a 6-hour flight. We're talking about 16. Okay? What the fuck are you doing? She did that twice. And she even, Indian lady woke up and she said, are you still going to stretch out? And then the lady said, huh?
Oh, damn.
She said, are you still going to stretch out? Because I'm trying to sit there. And she just looked at her and she just laid back down and curled back up like she didn't even say anything. Because I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me. Your privilege does not extend to other parts of the world and to other people. You're entering in these people's territory now. So it's like, girl, first of all, calm down, know your place, and it's not that serious. There's a whole bunch of empty seats. You can sit anywhere the fuck you want to. Why are you determined to sit right here? Then I thought maybe her husband was sitting there, and like there was nobody sitting there. Nobody at all. He was sitting wherever his people were.
He wanted to get as far away as possible because he knew how she was.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too. But it's like, bitch, this is gonna be a long fucking flight. You keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So then she finally gave up, and that Indian lady just looked at her and just curled over and continued to go to sleep and kick her feet up and ain't pay no goddamn attention to this white woman trying to give a tantrum for somebody to pay attention to her and say, ma'am, could you move over so she could sit there? Everybody just ignored her ass, and then she just went on about her business.
No, what she thought in her mind was Americans, and that's when you should have yelled, "No, white Americans!"
Right. But yeah, it's just crazy. But it's interesting to see. It is interesting to see the different people and their cultures and how they interact. And they even question us. They'd be like, what about y'all president? Like, and in true fashion, some of us.
And what did you say? What did you say?
I didn't say anything because I like to hear people's thoughts of what they see
Yeah.
in their view, like what is being shown to them in their view and what their opinion of, because a lot of them feel a way about the message that is bringing across to the rest of the world. Now, there are some things and some policies that they may agree on. There's some people that was like, oh no, I feel like there should be different trade agreements and things of that nature because we pay a lot more for stuff than you may from us, but if we import it, we pay a whole lot more. So I think that needs to go, like trade agreements need to be redone. So some of that I was listening to, like, okay, but like for people like, oh, I love him, I think he's great. Like this one lady was like, oh, I think he's great. Why do you think he's great? She couldn't say. She literally couldn't tell me why she thinks he's great. And for me, I just thought you just look at it like he's popular. Oh, I think that's great. And this is like but he does nothing. He has done nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Anything he does has already been laid out. If you open Project 25 at all, literally everything that is happening right now is out of that book. He has not done anything of his own doing other than take the fucking Kennedy Center name off the Kennedy Center and put his name on it, which I think
on a memorial.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. On a memorial, like, are you wishing yourself to be dead already? But what I'm confused about, but what I'm confused about, even in that, is as narcissistic and some other things that he is. Why would you not create your? What is it about you putting your name on other people's things to claim them as your own, rather than building your own center where it's yours?
Mm-hmm.
Do that. Why must you take other people's things and reclaim them as your own? That shit is so childish to me.
That's in their genes, though.
Yeah, I mean, of course, but it's very childish. It screams extremely childish.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no reason for you to touch the Kennedy Center. You may not agree with the Kennedy Center at all, but that's a center. Boom, as president, build your own. You are now a president. You can build your own center. You can build the Trump Center.
You've grifted enough money. You should have enough saved up.
But this is what I'm saying. You've made billions since he's been president. First time, second time, he's increased his net worth to about $6 billion, pushing towards 7, 8. But we ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that at all. And then some people will say, well, what's wrong with making money in the office? You're not supposed to.
Thank you.
What do you mean? You're not
that's
supposed
how you get more
to.
corruption than you already have.
Right.
You could be easily bought.
This is not something that you're supposed to be doing. First of all, you have access to everything. You can't even do that and have a security clearance. You can't do something like that. You will easily lose your security clearance. I should be able to do it as the leader of the free world. That makes no sense. I don't know what's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know what's wrong. And I think we get to a place where nothing bothers us anymore. And that's the part that scares me, that nothing is beyond, this is going too far. This is good. Everything, well, another day. Oh, well, I just can't wait for 2028. Who's to say we gonna get there?
Oh no, we'll implode before then.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, it'll be that goddamn ship, that little submarine ship that the people went in and the shit poof and they couldn't find it because it's just there's nothing to wait for. I can't even get the word that, like, You're waiting for what? It's almost like those fake Jewish people over in Israel was waiting for a Messiah. Where? Where is it? Where is it coming from? Where is it coming from? Is y'all sitting up there bombing the other brown people that live there? Where is it coming from? For no reason. And then this one about something, he want to make it into a resort. That's all you want to do to the place anyway, because it's in there. It's not too far from each and all this other kind of stuff. You want to do that to exclude people and have only people can afford to live there, vacation there, to be there, because that's what you feel about the rest of the world. Only the people who deserve you there should be there.
That it's your playground.
Yeah, that's it. That's all. And even when he talks about places in Africa being shithole countries, the best thing y'all could do is take your asses back to these quote unquote shithole countries and build them shits. Make them Wakandas and show them who's the real shithole and pull all your resources back, like a lot of the and presidents in Africa are doing right now. Making France and Germany and everybody else pay out the ass for any kind of resources. And even if, like France is trying to drown the one guy out, he's like, that's okay. We just, I was knock on this neighbor's door and knock on that neighbor's door, and we're going to come together, and we don't need none of your resources, because that's what you should have been doing in the first place. But I know it took y'all a while.
Oh, so on the flight, what was the movie? Melania?
That bullshit. I haven't even watched it.
Y'all had jumped out the fucking plane.
I'd have took a sleeping pill and slept through it. No, that was not all that was on the flight. I'm really confused as to what the purpose of the movie was. I did watch somebody's YouTube where they
it was a bribe. It was a bribe from
and it was basically talking about like her life and what she does and the money she spends and all that kind of stuff.
But it was a bribe from Bezos.
But
because he put the bill for all of that.
Yeah,
that and the advertising.
Yeah, but it tanked, and it is currently tanking. But that's what I'm saying. For what though? Like I get it. All these business people are in business to make money for themselves, to enrich themselves in every possible way, right?
But to also keep themselves out of his crosshairs too.
Yeah, but I mean, if you that's the part that I don't get. If you over here running your business, right, regardless of who the president is, if you're running your business, what the fuck do you care? You make money hand over fist in the shit you do. They done, Amazon got it so to right now where if you haven't checked your account, if you got that little backup on the backup for your payments, they won't tell you your card declined. Like before, your card declined, use another card. They go on the list, okay, and hit whatever card dings and goes clear, and you be sitting up telling something. I didn't use card payment to buy that. Yes, you did. It's on the list. You gotta go click that off your Amazon list. So there's so much money that this man is making. You sit there flying dick penises to the moon and stars in them. Whoever can pay the $10,000 to $15,000 a trip to get in the space penis, to do what? To do what? And then you put this woman here to celebrate her, but the gag is Russia constantly on a late night loop, like if it was BET Shaky Butts back in the day with the trip drills and all that shit. It was the dark or whatever the BET hot shit was, where they were showing That's what they show Melania doing, the spread eagle and the Playboys
showing the
at night,
showing the first vagina.
Constantly.
Even though we don't want to see that.
No, but they show it constantly on Russian media at night. So you thought it was do what? Get the fuck out of here! Come on, guys, y'all gotta do like who the fuck is PR person is in this conglomerate here? It don't make sense. None of it makes sense at all. It's like race relations out the window. This is out the window. It's a fucking shit show. And all we can do is hold up. Well, I'm looking for tax credits and overtime and this, that, and the other. And it's like, have you seen them? Have you seen them? Has anybody seen them? Better yet, has anybody seen the extra money those supposed to have saved every American? Anybody seen it?
No, and ask those people who took those early buyouts. Have you been paid?
Your tax return, right? Have you been paid for your early retirement or walk out on your job because we're gonna hack you anyway? Have you? Or when they said they were gonna pay you, go ahead, don't worry about it, go home. It's okay. Thank you for your service. Have you seen it? Or are you still on the bread line? I mean, the biggest scam known to man. And it's just, oh, well, he's making money. Yeah, until it affects you. Why do you have to see other people suffer? Well, what is the thing about watching other people suffer? Or for what?
Yeah, well, now's your turn.
I don't want anybody taking my money. Who's taking your money? No one's taking money. I like to listen to people talk, especially when they talk about like, oh, I don't want this to be no socialist country. Let's break it down for a lot of you people. A lot of the country principles are socialistic ideas. Martin Luther, not the black one, the white one. He was a socialist.
Not the king? Not the king?
No, not the king. Not Michael, because his name was really Michael. We won't go there. But Martin Luther, socialist ideas. They permeate throughout the independence bullshit that other rapist, one of the founding fathers, okay, that he used. All of these things are here. Social Security itself, that people talking about, I look at my Social Security every day. I check my Social Security every day, how much I'm gonna get when I retire. I check that every day. It's a socialist program.
Right.
So it's really fun how you scream you don't want socialist unless it's something socialist-ish or socialist-like that benefits you. That's the part that I don't understand about you people. Healthcare is a socialist program. It shows that insurance companies, especially in the States, have learned a way to make the most bang out of the socialist concept of healthcare, which is a socialist program. Schools, education, all socialist.
Mm-hmm.
Public education, a socialist program. So
that's because too, a lot of people don't understand the definition, the actual definition of what it is. That as a citizen, as a citizen of a particular country, that your basic needs will be met. Everybody has a basic line. Everybody gets the same thing, that have the same entitlements. That is because you are a citizen of the United States.
Yes.
They always get socialism confused with communism.
Clearly, all you gotta do is read it.
But now you have Google to
Yeah, but
pay all
that's
that money.
that too.
You can
That
always
too.
ask. You can always ask.
You can
You can
ask
even
what
ask it
I
to break.
see.
You can ask it to break it down for you if you don't understand. You know.
I mean, it's clear as day. It's clear as day. Anything you can ask, and it will tell you. It's like it shit's right here, right in front of your face, and you refuse to believe it. You just want to believe what you want to believe,
Mhm.
or you get the dummies like. And I'm not to call a woman a dummy, but it's just like really, really, Nikki. Because what I really feel sad about, and it's not that she called Melania a dumb bitch early on in the Barack and Michelle era, and toward there's last term in office. Not even that, but the fact that you granted, if you have an agenda like getting your husband cleared of whatever is holding him back, then say that. I would prefer you say that than to kind of say things or the address the concerns that you're not really concerned about. But all of a sudden you're concerned about. Like you concerned about Christians in Nigeria. Why? How and when?
Mhm. No, she should have. She should have
When?
worried herself about her husband's victims, her brother's victims.
But this is what I'm saying. Like you concerned about people way over there. Concern yourself with those other victims,
Mhm.
especially from your brother. Concern yourself with that. Focus on that. And I get it. He's got the power right now, so you trying to get in where you fit in. Cool. But no, that would have cost too. Kanye found that out. And a lot of people found that out. And again, cool. You can vote for who you want to vote for. You can stand with who you choose to stand with. That's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. But people have a right to also disagree with that as well.
Right.
We ain't gotta just sit back and be like, oh, because again, wasn't like you was standing there saying Melania was a dumbass bitch. Because you said it. So now she's not so dumb. Oh, okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just waiting for him to Uno reverse her ass.
Oh, he did when he gave her that fucking gold plated
Oh
get
no, that
out of
was her
jail
dumb.
free
That was her
card bullshit.
dumbness. That was her dumbness.
But,
That was her
but why
dumbness.
would you?
No,
But
I'm
why
waiting
would
for the
you?
big one. I'm waiting for the big one. When she come up and
Why would you?
ask for those pardons and wiping her relatives' records clean.
But see,
And he'll
he
be like,
might.
I don't know you.
Well, see, that's the
I,
thing. For him, he might do something like that because it'll bring. He's all about having his name right, so he might do something like that just
what
so.
is she gonna do? Tattoo it on that fake ass?
Hey, hey, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But yeah,
In gold color.
I mean, it's crazy. But yeah, I think that's all. That's all I had that was bothering me about new stuff. I really
Oh,
try
you was
not
holding that
to.
in, huh?
Yeah, because
See,
it kept. I was just, what are we talking about? And again, I don't mind people having discussions. I think that helps move a lot of people and their thoughts and kind of, okay, I didn't think about it that way. But when you hear people constantly say something and you're like, well, it's not true. And you don't want to always be the one to be like, that's not true. That's not true.
yeah.
This is actually a socialist program. This is actually a socialist program. The free lunch school is this and this and that and this and that. But it's like, read it. Just because these people on Fox News and CNN pundits that you watch say things don't always make it true.
Right.
Does not,
Especially now, you can't believe anything that's coming from national news.
You really can't. These the founding principles of this nation that this nation was founded on are socialistic constructs. They are constructs that were socialist because England had a whole monarchy over there that they didn't want to be a part of. Right. So of course, if you want to be a part of that, what other way would you go? If you're not going to go somewhere, if you don't want to be bothered with somewhere where somebody is the supreme authority over everything in life and government, and then there's you as the subject, how else would you revert to being somewhere where society gets to make the rules and not the monarch, which would be okay. And that's very basic. That's basic. That's not even putting the term out there. That is giving you very much A, B, C kind of painting the picture. It is very that plain. It all is the same thing. So when people, I don't want to be no socialist. I'm not a socialist. Well, let me check my Social Security. Social Security. So run that back. Say it slower. Maybe you'll get it. Social Security. All right. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a socialistic concept program that white guy did when the white people started crumbling and was on bread lines for miles and miles, and they couldn't get no food and they couldn't make it. It was throwing themselves out of buildings because they couldn't afford to live. Oh, savior white man did it again. He made a whole bunch of programs that benefited the protection of white people, so they didn't have to all live very poor as they were. So you were able to get a free education, housing, and live it up to the point where then their kids was able to go to school, live in nice neighborhoods, and all that stuff, thanks to a government subsidy, aka welfare, welfare. Trying to understand. But again, these same people will make you believe that they pulled themselves up by their own bootstraps and they made it. They made it happen, and so can you. Bullshit. Bullshit. The Trumps were immigrants. Immigrants, the dirtiest of the dirtiest. So, I mean, stop believing the Disney story and step into reality. These people rob, steal, and take and will plunder anything that they can and will and leave whatever waste below and not even think nothing of it. Because
no, they stole somebody's boots. They didn't pull up anything of theirs. They stole somebody else's boots.
Because they want to make it. But we don't need to adapt that mantra. It's not about, oh, I made it. I don't give a fuck about nobody else. It's not about that. We've never been, we aren't that type of people. We wouldn't be here if we were that type of people. Because we're not. We never were. You wouldn't be here had our ancestors said, you know what, fuck them people. I'm only worried about myself. So come, like it's time to really do a deep self-evaluation, because this shit is getting crazy by the minute. And yeah, I still believe that we should sit this one out and let these white people fight amongst themselves. Yeah, stop going out there. The marching days are over. Yep, okay, we could, have our own town halls and do things amongst ourselves. I'm not saying don't be active, but going out there in the streets and doing all that and causing a ruckus to bring attention, we don't need to do that. Let them do it. Let them do it. Because you see, when they do it, what they do, they walking around, they bringing their kids, they like it's a Sunday outing because they know they that's not the target. And they're not really doing it because
or throwing dildos at ice cars.
Right.
Have you seen that?
Throwing dildo. Yeah, I saw that. Like, what are you doing? Get the fuck out of here. Are you fucking ridiculous? Throwing dildos at the ice car. Like, okay, yeah, that sends a message.
Yeah. But can't take you seriously.
Right, but
remember earlier they were dressing up in costumes, in these inflatable costumes, and doing that, and it's like this is not a.
I was just about to say it, but
no, motherfuckers, you're supposed to be burning shit. You're supposed to be turning shit over. Pretend it's a
game.
They're not gonna what?
They're not gonna burn their own shit. They're not gonna burn their own shit. They're not gonna do that. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Their shit's too nice to burn. They want to go into your neighborhood and burn it. That's what they do when we do it anyway. That's why they infiltrate and all this stuff be burned and the stuff because they like play dress up, like cover their faces and destroy and burn up shit in our neighborhoods. But they won't do it in their own.
I wonder if they set them up with bricks and stuff like they did for the George Floyd protest.
Of course not. But that's why I say in our own neighborhoods, we should start taking pride. We should start going to these town hall meetings and showing up. We should start voting in these councils. We should start paying attention to what's going on in the city councils. If you got a pothole, you need to start calling the city and say, hey, motherfuckers, come get this pothole.
Because they're still taking your money. Yep. They're still taking your money. And the funds will be diverted out of your neighborhoods. Out of your areas. When you don't complain about what you need done, and don't build, and you're not building a record of these things that need to be taken care of, then they'll turn around and say, well, you tore it up and you don't care because nobody's ever said anything about it, that type of thing. And then the funds are diverted into other people's neighborhoods.
Right. And then they're going to come in with pennies on the dollar and buy up blocks and blocks and blocks. And then you start shit that you ain't never seen before, like some fucking Starbucks in the middle of your neighborhood. Like,
or shit that you've been fussing about for the last 25 years. And then all of a sudden you get one white face in the neighborhood, then everything gets fixed.
Everything gets fixed. Right. The bullshit.
Did you have to have shots when you went over there? Before you went?
I did.
Yeah, don't be bringing nothing back.
I'm trying to think how many shots I had. I had 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I had 4. Took 2 the first time I went because he told me he wasn't gonna give me 4 shots at one time. He's like, I'm not giving you 4 shots at one time. I was like, well, why not? I can take it. I don't like I can't stand needles. I can't stand needles at all. You want to see me?
You wish you got 5 shots when you got hit with that ping pong ball. Oh, what is that? Bitch, I'd have rolled on that floor and died 1,000 deaths. It's like, oh my God, I got fruit juices on me. And Oriental fruit. I'd have got kiwi juices on me.
You want to talk about first of all, let's talk about that. For the person in Lipstick Alley to talk about my teeth. For one, I take very good care of my teeth. Secondly, I was eating all day. But bitch, I don't really care what you think about my teeth. I could give a damn. But anyway, at least I have teeth, unlike a lot of these people on here who don't have a damn worth of tooth in their mouth. However, yeah, so let's get to that. We've done. let me just hit the commercial button real quick so I can refresh my libation right here, and we can get into that nasty, disgusting piece of God. It just makes me angry just thinking about it, and I can't even find the damn thing to press the button. Give me the goddamn button. Oh my God. Give me the goddamn button.
Who said that? Who said that? Who had been saying that? Who said that? Who said that?
All right. So let's talk about it. So Thailand, Bangkok was interesting. They have this district where it's like the red light district a little bit, where it's a lot of not necessarily strip clubs, but strip clubs ish. So where they show and they show and display stuff. And not only do they show it, they have it on a placement card. Like you get like a placement card of a list of these things that these women can do out of their vajayjays. And it's like chop up salad, write your name, just all kinds of stuff that you like.
Write your name. Write your name.
The lady took a pen. She said, "What's your name?" She took a marker, a Sharpie, okay, and wrote the man's name with a heart on it.
God on the days of me loving you for a long, long time now.
A long
God
time, my ass. The $5 sucky, long time gone. Yeah, she with her vagina muscles, and I'm thinking this can't be. As I was sitting down, because everybody was just coming in, as I was sitting down, I see her just pulling something out, and I'm like, "Is those razor blades?" And they're like, "Yes, they're razor blades," and I am literally mouth agape, like, the fuck, razor blades out your. Girl, what kind of anything is going on in here? So at that point, I am intrigued because I'm like, what else are you going to do? So then, of course, they start doing other things. The one girl pulled all these little, like, you know how the magician will pull the handkerchiefs out his wrist? She was pulling handkerchiefs out her vajayjay, all different types of colors, flags, firecrackers, whistles, all types of shit, just like Mary Poppins pocketbook, just a whole bunch of shit just falling out. I said, well, goddamn, where you putting this shit? So here comes the ping pong lady. So she's handing people paddles. And of course, Antonio had to grab his ass a paddle. I want one. So I said, as I'm looking to the people around me, because she was aiming this way, because she had already wrote Sean's name on a piece of paper. She was aiming this way. And I said, this bitch better not shoot no goddamn pussy juice on me, or I'm going to freak it. I'm going to freak out. I'm just letting y'all know now, I better not get no pussy juice on me, because I'm going to freak out. That's all I said. Because my spirit said, you're going to get hit with a pussy ping pong. And sure enough, as my name is what it is, as I sat there minding my own goddamn business, she aimed towards my direction. And I just seen, pew. And then I felt it. Smack.
Was it like in slow motion when you saw it?
It wasn't slow motion after it happened, because all I kept thinking to myself is, please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. And then it hit me, and I was hollering. And everybody started laughing because I was hollering, because all I could think of is that my arm is going to burn off. Like acid is going to burn on
no,
my arm.
son.
Like,
No, son, you've been blessed.
No,
You've
definitely
been
not.
you've been blessed.
Definitely not with that. Definitely not with that. If you away from you, you definitely be like, oh no,
I'd have had those
oh
long
no,
sleeves.
no, no,
I'd have sat in
no,
the back
no.
because if
I
she
was in the back.
can't throw these.
I was
Wow.
in the back.
Well, I
I was
guess I guess if you
it's not a back, it's like a row, right? So I was all the way
mhm.
in the corner of the row because I figured, you know what, I don't want to be nowhere where I might get hit with pussy juice. I'm gonna sit over in the corner. So I was just hanging in the corner, minding my own business. But I know it was that one. I ain't gonna say too much, but it was that one because she was trying to get me to tip her, and I'm like, I'm not, I'm not, I'm not, I'm not gonna, I didn't ask you to do anything. And it'd be different if I asked you to do something. I'm just
Oh,
spectating.
that's
So
is that why
I
she
bought
shot you with
my
the ball?
drink.
So I shot you with the ball.
I bought my drink. I wasn't really trying to be like, oh, let me see you do this. Let me see you chop a salad. Let me see you do. I really was not. I don't.
Look, that sounds like a dangerous thing for John and Blades. Okay, that's enough for me. I'm done.
I need the blades. It was fire. There was all types of stuff that I was like,
Did she Julian Fry?
is the, is the insurance covered in this building? Because then there was one lady that looked like Bertha, and I'm looking like Bertha look a little bit like Bert. And I said,
Mm.
did anybody else see Bertha? Did Bertha look a little bit like Bart? Because what happened was Bertha had one of them curly wigs that looked like what's the lady name? She was on Comic View. She used to be like the bartender when Comic View first started.
Oh,
Was it Miss
Miss
Lindy?
Laura,
Miss
Miss
Laura.
Laura.
Yeah. Yeah. So she had on the Miss Laura type wig, right? And she looked like Miss Laura a little bit, right? It was dark in there. And she just kept, and I was just like, what's up with the old lady in here? Cause she almost like she the bodyguard and the people. Cause I thought, well, maybe she the bodyguard for the girls. It's like, get off my girls. Almost like from Harlem Nights, like
Della Reese.
Della Reese's character, like, oh my girls are sunshine. Like I thought that was, because the way she walking around and like taking orders and watching the girls and kind of, so I thought that was the deal. But what happened was, as I was sitting there after I calmed down from the traumatization of the pussy ball hitting me and me nearly losing my arm, she walked over to this wall where I was sitting, and there was a mirror, and she did something that I thought was very unorthodox for a woman to do. She lifted her leg and like jiggled the side where a ball would be and like scratched and wiggled it to like where it fell in a more comfortable position. So then I'm like, the fuck? I said, oh, Bertha is Bart. I said, oh, that's a man. So then I was like, anybody see Bertha? It's like, oh, that was a man. I said, oh, okay, I thought so, because she jiggled her little ball.
I mean, after getting hit with after getting hit with the ball, I would not have been surprised what might have popped out.
Yeah, but then I started noticing there was this one little thing that was always on the pole, but just twirling around on the pole. Didn't take no clothes off or nothing, but just this girl twirling around the pole. And I'm just like, why is she just twirling around on the pole? They sitting up here, pussies out, popping ping pong balls, chopping salad, throwing shit, and writing names and drawing art and all types of shit. And she is sitting up here just on the pole. And I'm like, why she ain't doing nothing but they doing? Is she a classy hoe? Like what? Like is she the high end one and these the low class ones? Like I was confused. And then when she turned around fully and I could see the face, I said, oh, that's a lady boy. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
And that was it. But there was a lot of them walking around. There was a lot of them
Yeah.
in the area. I mean, it was fun. The people were really nice. Shopping was cool. I was able to get some stuff, a lot of stuff, which was really cool. But yeah, it was fun. I had a great time. Another stamp on the passport of life, but yeah, it was fun.
At least you weren't traumatized.
Oh, but I was.
I know you were. You was crying, screaming like a white woman. You had some tears.
I was. Haitian Princess would tell you, I was hollering. Everybody was like, was that you screaming? Yes. Yes, I was. I was screaming. That shit, I could not get to a bathroom fast enough, and there was no bathroom to be found. Okay.
Well, at least she did.
Wait till
You ought to consider yourself lucky that she did not do a headshot and ping pong you right in your head. You'd have been done.
Over. Half the whole trip would have been over. I'd have been called 911, call.
It's been 6 weeks. It's been 6 weeks now. He hasn't spoken a word.
No, not at all. Not at all. I would have been. It was in the words of Whoopi Goldberg from Sister Act. It was very traumatic for me.
Sure, it was.
Yeah, it was an ordeal. It was definitely an ordeal. But let's talk about other ordeals. So I under the advice of my good friend was like, oh, let's do a massage. Let's do a massage. And I'm like,
did you get a happy ending?
See, you laugh. You're horrible. So I said, okay, I've never let nobody massage me or rub on me other than, somebody I was interested in, right? So I was like, okay, cool. I'll try it, whatever. So he said, hey, listen, know that they may try to upscale you because they want money. So me and my naivete, I just, boy, what you talking about? They ain't nobody they ain't worried about me. We gonna be fine. It's just gonna be okay. I'm gonna rub here to done deal. Easy peasy Japanesey. So I get up there in this room, and it's just a room with a little fan. I'm like, it's hot as hell in here. Somebody want to crack a window? Ain't no window. I said, well, can we turn the fan up or something? So, dang, I went blinky. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me? Okay. So,
yeah.
So it was no window, just a fan. So I'm up here thinking, okay, we just gonna do a little back massage, 1, 2, 3, and it's done. Now, to be very honest, I don't know what kind of taijutsu scissor elbows these motherfuckers got in Bangkok, but they fucking massaging with their elbows be hitting like every muscle nerve that you didn't even know you had. I was over here like, oh my god, ow, but it felt good. So they're like digging and digging and digging and digging and digging and digging and digging, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. And I'm thinking it's over. I turn over. So okay, I turn over, and they start like she started doing the same thing like to my chest and stuff, and I'm like, okay. So at this point, I was relaxed because all that she did with my back, I was like, okay, I can relax. I had my eyes closed. So eyes closed. And like somebody brushes against you and you think, okay, like an accident. It wasn't like a brush was like, I want you to feel me touching. It was like, oops. So I let it go. I said, just stay closed. But then I noticed you did a oops and a oops again, and then you start like touching my hand, like the other hand, like this, and I'm like, what you massaging my hand? My eyes still closed now. I'm just laying there like, what the, like, wait a minute, what's going on? Why are you massaging the one hand and then you're just brushing against, like, you're brushing, like, what you brushing for? Like, so I said, something says, open your eyes. So I open my eyes and and be like, I guess, yeah, can I? And I'm like, oh no. Oh no, I'm okay. And she, you sure? No, I'm okay. So then I was like, okay, it's time to go. So I was like, thank you, all salutations, thank you, and grabbed my stuff, tipped it, and walked on out of there. And it was just like, spoke up. You spoke that up. Because I had another massage prior to that one, and nothing like that happened. It was perfectly fine, very professional, great experience. That second one, because he spoke up, it happened. And I'm like, God damn it. But I was really just like, I wasn't even expecting it. I was really like, at first I thought like, okay, you made a mistake. Like you was rubbing a certain place and your hand went bloop. And you went, oh, my bad, I'm sorry. But it was bloop, 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 bloop. Right. So I was like,
you forgot where you were.
I was like, what do you keep hitting it for? And then when I opened my eyes, she looked at me like, you want? I'm like, oh no, thank you. No, thank you, girl. No,
You'd had to come back and get a CPAP. They'd have to shoot you up. All kinds of shit. You got finished messing with that.
Okay, I'll be on the plane. Shot
you like
it. Okay,
you like it.
I said, what kind of? I told you. I said, but I really wasn't expecting that. I really was like, no, just chilling. But yeah, that was crazy. So that was like my own.
Said, yeah, I got Cash App. I got PayPal.
That was like my only crazy experience. But other than that, everything else was really cool. The food was good. I mean, some places the views and the atmosphere was a lot better than the food. Because a lot of the food was
it looked real pretty. Especially what is it? The Lotus had like the structures that look like lotuses.
Yeah.
Out there.
That was. Mm-hmm. Well, that was Singapore. So that was fun. But Singapore is expensive. Singapore is just like doing it up in like America, in New York or something like that. That's just as expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So there's definitely no making your money stretch there. You definitely had to have the money, or you keep your ass at home. There was no cutting corners.
Just stay in the tourist area, right? Get a t-shirt.
Yeah, it was nothing. Right. A keychain, fuck a t-shirt. It was nothing in Singapore where it was like, oh, this is really cheap. It was like, but it was nice. Singapore was nice. With the water again was freezing cold. And I was mad that every time get in the pool with me. I go looking in the pool thinking, and he's like, oh, it's not that bad. As soon as I ass up in there, it's freezing. Then it is cold. It's cold as hell. Well, then of course too, we are really high. Like a lot of the pools are like,
I was gonna say weren't
high
on the
scraping high, so they're very,
Yeah.
very tall. So of course the water, it would have to be extremely hot outside for that water that high to be warm. But yeah, that water was ice cold. So if you get in all the way, it's still cold. I was in all the way, still I gotta go. So but it was fun, and it was nice to have my friends with me as well to kind of like have fun. So now they want to go on the next one, and they already geared up to go. So that's really cool. That was fun. That was fun.
Yeah, I was surprised to see Antonio and Miss Detroit and they were there.
Yeah,
and the other young lady, I can't remember her name. Light skinned young lady.
DMV. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were fun. They were fun. Good times. Good times.
Good.
They went to an elephant. They went to an elephant sanctuary. Haitian princess went to it at a different date, and everybody they liked it. They thought it was fun. I didn't really think about
didn't get any of those rogue elephants out there slapping people around.
No, the next trip. Maybe next trip you might see me riding an elephant or something, but not this one, not that one. I was like, no. I just wanted to go. For me, if it's someplace I've never been, other than like if I ever go to Egypt, that is one where I would just be like, I want to do everything I possibly can do, see everything I possibly can see, because I am big on Egyptian culture and ancient Egyptian culture. Rather.
Oh shit! If you ride an elephant, you might want to ride side saddle. That's a lot of meat.
I know. Right? I think
your legs are like.
Yeah. I know. I'm definitely not doing that. It's definitely going to be.
I think I pulled something.
But I know. I'll definitely not be riding Brianna fully on with legs wide open. Nope. But speaking of her, yeah. So that's really now. Ain't it funny? Now, for some of y'all that remember, I remember just a couple months ago when somebody said talking about me when I was addressing, that other person in regards to just be quiet, and started showing text messages to prove or whatever and things of that nature, just to be like, shut up, stop talking. And somebody said, oh, well, she said, I ain't gonna say somebody said, she said, oh, who keeps stuff for 5 years? Who keeps kind of stuff around for 5 years? And lo and behold, here we find that you've been cupcaking with old boy that ain't the lawnmower man. For how many years was this? 2-3 years? And obviously kept it, when he put out receipts, and you turned out and put out some receipts. So I'm confused. So see, again, this is what we do when you sit here and talk shit about somebody nobody. I don't understand who does that. Who has and then come to find out here you keeping receipts too, because homeboy had receipts on you and video recordings, and you talking about you love the man and all this other type shit. So it's like, first of all, stop talking shit about people when you got your own shit, okay? Or don't have your own shit, however it go. But self-esteem is real out here, okay? And a lot of y'all motherfuckers don't got it. As much hoopla and smoke y'all blow up people's asses like all the shit, the reality is, and every day we get to see it, you really ain't got much going on for yourself. And it's unfortunate that the young man took advantage of your plight, with looking for love in all the wrong places, like in Twinkies and ho-hos and shit. But maybe one day you will find somebody that really will be into you, and you hold off on telling somebody you love them just because they make your diabetic feet tingle, and wait till you really feel it, like a heart palpitation. Wait till you really feel it, like you about to go into cardiac arrest. Wait till you really feel it, and just don't come out so quickly saying that you love. Because what happened to I fuck my man every night, and we fuck, and he be in my pussy, and my pussy smell like, what did she say? Her stuff smelled like fish or something, or some nasty shit she said one day. And it's like, come to find out you've been broke up with that man. That man been left you, but we knew this. We said that because we already knew what it was. He the babysitter for the summer, and you were the babysitter for the summer. Once the summer was over and the kids had to go back to mama, and he had to go back playing daddy to whomever mom he was entertaining at the time. You were no longer viable. He may have sprinkled around again to maybe get some money out of you so he could buy some of the kids Christmas gifts. But after that, it was pretty much a done deal. Done deal. And come to find out now, you've been talking to old boy the whole time. Girl, damn. How you get done bad like that? But again, that's what you get. You blackmailed your people in this bitch, and now somebody blackmailed you, and everybody's supposed to be up in arms. Oh, don't let that man treat you like that. She done did that to plenty of motherfuckers. It's about time she get her just desserts and not the desserts she like.
Mm.
So I mean, it is what it is. It's not the type of pie you want, bitch. So you just gotta just eat it. Eat it. Yeah. So I mean,
No more pie. No more.
I don't feel no way for that big bitch. As much shit as she talk about people, don't nobody give a fuck. And ain't no way you that big anyway, bitch, and you talking shit about somebody and can't do shit for yourself. You can't even wipe your ass alone. It's just a whole project for you and
it takes a village, right?
It takes a village to raise a lift. Bitch, like, get the fuck out of here. Ain't no way. No way. But again, these people love to talk about people, or they know about somebody and don't know shit, but yet got the worst shit going on for themselves. You got all types of shit going on in that motherfucker with all of them in that group. It's like all y'all got shit going on, whether you attached to it, whether you a plus one, whether you part of the trifecta, all that shit. Y'all all got shit wrong with y'all and always talking about somebody like ain't shit going on with y'all. Like, one, she's sick every time you turn around, either sick or near death's door, or somebody done hit death's door in her family. And it's like, well, maybe God's trying to tell you something. You think? Maybe? Just maybe? Just a maybe? And you got the other one, oh, I'm married, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, but nothing proof of marriage, kids, or anything else, because you on here 24/7. You never see, you never hear a child. You never, proof of life, where? Nowhere. Proof of a marriage, nowhere. Because ain't no way in the world, no real structured marriage, man or woman, is going to let somebody sit up online 24 hours. I don't care how much money you make. Or how many cash apps you get. At some point, somebody would be like, "Get your ass in, cook me some food, or bring me some eggs."
You're saying, yeah, what's for dinner?
Right, something. You ain't gonna get all hours and hours on end of bullshit talking, but yet you talking about, and then always asking people to help support or help fund something that don't you got a man for? Don't you got a husband for? If you don't get your ass in there and actually do that, that's where you should be getting it from. 1 + 1 = 2. So that's where you should be getting it from. If you can't get it from yourself, you should be able to reach into your partner that you linked up with and get it. So that's evident that you got it. And it's just a lot of it. It's just girl, it's all unfortunate for a lot of them. It's like this is y'all. This is life for you all because you don't have one. None of you have one. This is life for you all. You pick shit up. You live in these fantasy worlds, and then when it comes crashing down on you because somebody exposes the wizard behind the curtain or the elephant behind the curtain, then you'll want to jump ship and talk about how person. Oh, they didn't mean nothing. This was just like all I gave him was $30. The fact that he got money out of you and you didn't get nothing in return is sad enough. If he kept pressing you, he probably would have got a hell of a lot more than $30. Because obviously, if you told the man you loved him enough where he could record it, that wasn't the first time you said the shit. That's just the first time he recorded you saying it. So again, yeah. Fix yourself, girl. Fix yourself. And again, lastly, don't make nobody have you work out if you don't want to work out. You work out for yourself, right? You get yourself healthy for you. Regardless, no man, no situation, no life journey will ever be fulfilled unless you want to fulfill it. So you gotta do it for yourself. If you want to be a fat ass slob, you can be a fat ass slob. But the problem is when you're a fat ass slob and a mean ass bitch, they don't go together. They don't go together because you need to be a fat ass bitch and humble yourself, and not a fat ass slob with all this mouth and shit you be talking about people like your shit ain't the way it is. Cause yeah, bitch, please. So I need for all of you handicap placard people, as a card carrying member myself, I need all you motherfuckers to get your lives together, because y'all talk a lot of shit and got to be having handicap placards your goddamn selves because you can't walk to a full entrance from a parking lot all the way to the full entrance door of any kind of large supermarket / whatever department store that y'all need to park up front to get a head start. So y'all cut it with the bullshit. And that's all I got, I think. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, travel does open up the mind. It sure does. No, it really does. It really does. Because you get to see it. You really get to see how different people live than yourself. And a lot of things that not that we take for granted, but we don't think about because we are so used to how things work here and the amenities that we do have, and that we, it's like. But the cool thing was dressing up in the little temple garb and being on the temple. It's just
Yeah,
that
that
it
was
hot
nice
as
looking.
hell. And I don't like to be hot. I hate it. I hate it. Okay. And I at first it was like, okay, this is cool. This is cool. This is cool. About 10 minutes in, I was like, okay, I'm melting. This shit is hot. We gotta wrap this up. And just I am great to have like-minded friends around me, because we all looked at each other and was like, okay, let's wrap this up. And I was like, thank you. Because even the lady was like, oh, thank you. She was ready to go too, because it was hot as hell and it was so many people and it was nowhere to like really get shade. Although I will say, homegirl, I don't know your name, I don't remember your name, but I'll just say for intents and purposes, Ling Chow, she had this little turbo fan. And she was, oh, you can go over there and take my fan. I went over in the shade and turned on her little turbo fan. And when I tell you, that shit was like, oh, fuck out of here. It felt good as hell.
Should have asked her where she got that from.
I did. And in
the
airport in Singapore, I saw it and was like, gotta get it, and grabbed it. So I definitely have one myself. Like a jet turbo thingy. I'll bring it next week. It's a jet turbo thing. It has a charger. It's all types of stuff on it. But when I tell you it 0 to 100, and you feel like, God damn, like for your own little personal. Yes, I love it. But other than that, yeah, I did get a few items, and yeah, it was great. It was totally great. I had an awesome time. Great food, good friends. Didn't drink that much because I don't like drinking places where I know the water is not all that great, because they be like, oh no, the ice is made from machine. No, where you get the water?
Alcohol don't kill that.
No. So no, a lot of places I
did Antonio's husband come with him?
No.
Did he go?
No.
He didn't go?
No, he didn't go. No, so our friend Earl tagged along with Antonio. So that's who you see in the pictures and video next to Antonio is our friend Earl. Yeah. So he was able to hop on last minute and go. So yeah, we all had a good time. Good time. Good. Yep. So I can't wait to do that, to travel again, because that was fun. And now that they've been bitten by the quote unquote Travel Bug
Travel
with
Bug. Yeah, I gotta say.
Club
So
Med and
what's next? Was or do y'all have a list
yeah,
that
still
you'll
working
vote
out
on?
some logistics of what's next, but it looks like 2027 would be the next trip.
Mhm.
So we're still working on the logistics of that, but yeah. So there's one on the horizon, so just look out for it. And yeah, we'll definitely have a good time. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not worried about these people. Like, get out, go do something. Y'all
Yeah,
so
you
worried
better.
about what somebody, how somebody walking. Bitch, I'm walking through the
I was gonna say
airport.
you ain't had that much trouble, but you got the hell out of
No,
there. But your
no,
ass
not
ran when that
even.
ping pong ball hit you.
Not that too. And then too, I mean, if I got it, I use it. So yeah, don't worry about it. I use what I got to get me through the airport as quickly and expeditiously as possible. And they ask, how many people with you, sir? All of them. And we just
Mm,
skated through. Next. And they don't ask no questions. And then I get up and go about my business when they be like, oh, you can get up? Yeah, you sure can. I just do this so
that's
get
right. You
on through.
use it. You use it. Shit.
We can get on through here. I don't need you to like. No, that's okay. I got it. But you just need to get on through here real quick and don't ask no questions. It's perfectly fine.
See,
And
they just
especially
carry you
like
along. They don't need no plaque.
that's what I'm saying. Especially like in Thailand, when we got to the immigration, especially when we had to come back from Singapore, he was just like, oh, just come this way, and swing us through where we didn't have to wait forever, and we got on through 1, 2, 3. But I will say, Singapore's airport is the best I've seen as far as just going in immigration wise. It's no hustle, bustle, anything. You scan it, you going right through. It ain't no. I mean, they have cameras everywhere, so they watching your every single move. So it ain't even like you could do something and they be like, "Oh, we didn't
Yeah,
see
don't get
you.
over
Oh
there and
no, we
do
saw you."
something dumb by mistake, or even if you're playing.
Yeah, because they will get your ass. Yeah, so that was that on that. But like I said, it was a very good experience. I would
You say some guys in the
employ.
uniform came to pick me up, and they took me in the back for a happy ending.
Yeah, not the one you wanted. But yeah, traveling is awesome. I would definitely encourage people to do it, and it don't have to be nowhere big and elaborate. You could do something small, but just to get out and see other places and other things, and just witness, things that you may have never even thought about seeing. We only, as we know, we only live this life once that we know of. So why not make the best of it, right? So don't go on cruise ships and get left, okay? Or get stood up on a fucking cruise ship as big as a boat is, let alone as big as your ass is. How was somebody able to ditch you on a cruise ship? Girl, just sad.
That's a lot of running.
That is a lot of ditching.
Just kept
run
around the boat. Like every time, bitch, every corner, every time you step around, peep around a corner, looking off the elevator.
He didn't have to, he didn't have to go far. All he did was stay away from the damn buffet place. That's all he did. I'm sure. Was stay away from the buffet. He ate in the restaurants. He didn't eat at the buffet places. He just ate at the restaurants and the goddamn ships. That's why he was able to avoid her, because she was at the buffet where you can eat all you can eat. There's no, you ain't gotta. It ain't like a 1 plate minimum. She was at the buffet talking about, ooh, let me get him some more of that. Ooh, they put some fresh ones out. Let me go waddle my ass to fresh ones.
Probably know the schedule change. What time does all the dishes change?
Chicken come out at 5. I can wait.
I'm gonna go sit right out here. Right on the wall, right, and I'll wait.
Right, I'm gonna sit right here on this wall and wait for them to pull out the chicken. But no.
But that's good. I'm glad y'all had a nice time. and the
Yeah.
weather was nice and everything, except for the cold pool.
Yes.
But
Yes. The weather was nice besides the cold pool. Yeah. Cold pool was and we had a washer and dryer unit in my room. The washer and dryer was
okay.
one whole thing. So that was
Yeah,
different. I've never experienced that. Um it was cool. Time consuming though, because I'd rather just take it out and put it in and then wash something else. So you got to do all things at one time. But it was interesting. It really was. And I found these seaweed spicy chips. Oh my gosh, they're so good. And I can do. The older I get, I really can't do spicy stuff, but I still eat it because it's so good. But these spicy seaweed chips were so good. I'm just scarfing. So when Sean was like, "Let me get one," because you keep eating these things like they, and he was like, "They are," and he started buying them. I said, "See."
you able to find them here in the States?
No, not yet. No, I'm looking
Well, you know
now.
they have
I might just
a
a
market
box.
here.
I know, but I have to go check out the market to see if they have them. But I was eating them so much that I opened the bag that the hotel had, but lo and behold, the store right across the street had the same thing. So I just
Oh, just
bought
went right
two
across the
bags
street.
and I
Yeah, 'cause
replaced.
they'd charge you 3 times the amount.
Oh yeah, because you definitely in their currency compared to our currency, buying it from the store was $2 dollar cheaper or $2 cheaper than the hotel would have charged me.
In a hotel. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, all that shit looks tempting.
Yeah,
Looks tempting in the hotel until you see how much they
yeah,
charge you for it. It's like,
it
wait, might just walk
was
right across the street and
right.
grab a whole bag. Now, if I was
That's
home
it.
at the dollar store, if I went to the dollar store, it'd be something different.
That is it. That is it. But yeah, that's all I got. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. So until next time, everybody, be safe. Thank you for listening to me rant for a little bit. But yeah, I just had some stuff on my
Yeah, you
chest
had
that I had
to,
to
you had to clear a couple of weeks worth as a build. It was a build up.
I did, because I was just so a bit perplexed, but I'm better now. And thank you guys for being a therapy. I appreciate it. Any last words before we get out of here, Brother Nate?
Just take care of yourselves out here. Don't fall for all the foolishness.
Yes, please.
And stay warm. Stay
Yes.
warm.
I mean, even though it's gotten really warm, like a friend of mine that stays in Texas, it's like really warm out there. And even in like certain parts of North Carolina, they're like warming up already. And I'm like
I said, you missed it. You missed it. We had it was ridiculous. It was warm and the house was had the house set on 69, but it just had a bite to it, and it just felt differently. Like in comparison to today, it's like it hit about 40 degrees. I actually went out and washed my car, and it's comfortable. It was real comfortable. Same temperature, just real comfortable. But like I said, we were hitting those nights where we actually hit the negative with the wind chill. That shit was crazy. And that little bit of ice and snow, which they thought was going to be a lot more, wasn't.
It was enough. They just got rid of some of the stuff.
Yeah, that's because it didn't melt off. Normally, when we have snow here, you'll have it for maybe like 2 or 3 days, and then you'll have a warm up. We didn't have a warm up. The ground was 20 something degrees and down into the teens because it had been cold for so long.
Right.
But oh yeah, we still have to put our trash like on the corner of the block because the alleys. Oh, and if you want to see something crazy, right up near Pimlico Racetrack, where they've been dumping all the excess snow, it has to be 6 or 7 stories high.
Wow. I gotta go check
because
it out.
they all have where they had They tore down Pimlico Racetrack because they're going to,
Really?
they're going to build they're going to build a new one.
Okay.
Finally. So they already had the construction. They had the one parking lot that's
Mhm.
right in the same facility. Then there's the race track, and then there's like the big pavilion that they have with the bleachers and the seats and everything. They tore that down. They're redoing that, so they already had the equipment there. And that's what they normally do when we have a heavy snow, is have some place to dump it, because they didn't use the melters like we did
Right.
before. We had back-to-back blizzards, and
Mhm.
they had borrowed them from somebody, but they would just take it and haul it up there and dump it.
Mhm.
And I went up there and I rode up there because I was checking on the house up there, and I'm looking. And I was like, "Damn!" I thought the sky had turned gray because it was just dirty snow, right? And I'm looking,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh man!" Then I saw the big bucket crane thing that scoops up was sitting on top of it, and it had to be 6 or 7 stories high.
Wow.
I've
I
never
guess
seen it like that before. They usually have like little mountains, but this one was a
Yeah.
big ass mountain. I was like, wow, that is crazy.
Yeah, I've seen a few right through the areas, and I was like, I'm gonna come and pick this shit up, but they just keep putting it in these little mountain areas, because it's like you can't look. You can't see past the car coming this way. So it's like there's a mountain right here.
Mhm.
You can't.
Yeah, because they keep sticking it right in the way.
Right. So you got to kind of like, can I go? Because you can't see shit. Just a whole big mountain of snow, like right there. I thought that was kind of dangerous, but.
Yeah, well, I think they got really caught off guard too, because normally we have contractors that come through and do the neighborhood. Because they have the smaller equipment, but with what's going on with the deportation, they don't have any people, or some of the contractors have left also. So that's why we had the city, because normally we wouldn't, in the neighborhoods we would not see the city trucks come through.
Yeah, that's true.
Everything would be smaller trucks, and they start that stuff early, where they were like a day or so late.
And then I wonder if the city was buying up all the contracts, so that way.
Well, they were handing them out. They were the ones that had in previous years because you all almost had to beg for them to come through. But like I said, they normally just have the big heavy equipment. They weren't using the Bobcats. These people actually had pickups, pickup trucks and things like that with the with the scoots and everything. And then they would go through, and they would also do the alleys. So, like I said, you kind of miss Pedro and everybody else, because you're going to actually see what a lot of these people, a lot of gaps that these people filled in. Because you ain't gonna get Tyrone or nobody to come out there be driving no truck. They've been and ran into somebody's car.
They and fucked it up too.
Because they were the same people that would normally do the lawns in the summertime. And that had even changed. You would see more white people and black people doing that now, and you hadn't seen that in years, because it was pretty much dominated by foreign people. But shit, they done got rid of everybody.
Yep, for sure. Well, alrighty, that's all I got. So everybody have a good night.
Did you have a did you have a stroke going back to work? Was it hard?
First day was not that hard. Second day it was harder, because it was like first day was kind of light, so it was like, oh, okay, just had to freshen up some stuff, but most of the stuff was already done before I left, so it wasn't that bad. But the next day, that Tuesday, it was like, because everything
back to reality.
was like new. Yes, everything was new, so it was like, I want to go back. I just don't want to be here. So it's like now I'm.
She can shoot me with 12 ping pong balls. I just want to leave.
Yeah. No. No. And they go, you want to go back? You want to go back in? Hell no. I'm not going back in there. No. But yeah, God bless her and her ping pong ball.
God bless her vagina and that ping pong ball.
But they're going really high. Like it wasn't like little pume, like low ball. I mean, these balls was like
no, these are professionals, and she's probably been doing that shit for years. That's muscle memory. What you talking about,
baby? I'm talking about like what kind of babies were you shooting out of here? Just like I got it, and the baby just come flying, and the doctor got to like,
they gotta catch it, hold up a net.
It's like, God dang. But and they were coming out like rapid fire. It wasn't even like, it was just like fire, fire, low, fire.
Afterwards, did she take a bow? Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I mean, I was clapping.
You said applause. You got a standing ovation.
That took some effort. That the fire thing that the one girl did, the chopping of the vegetables, and then she not only did she chop it, the one girl put the cucumbers and the other stuff in it and shot it out, and people had to catch it. It was truly amazing. Truly
of all
amazing.
Things.
Of all things.
Well, at least you can say you've seen a lot.
Yeah,
Like, wow, I never knew that they could do that. My goodness.
Can you see somebody shoot a cucumber out?
Are you still a vegetarian?
Yes,
after all that?
It didn't hit me. Yes, it didn't hit me.
No, I'd have to wonder where those vegetables come from.
It didn't hit me. It was fine. And she's nowhere near my hotel, so that cucumber was not being used for my breakfast.
Every time somebody asks me for a salad, you want a salad? I had to think about it. Where's this stuff coming from?
She gets a whole new meaning to a salad. Like anybody want a tossed salad?
Yes.
The way
she was tossing it.
Vegetables was flying out of her. I thought, wow. And people just catch it, just whoo, cut it over here, cut it over here. It was just like,
wow. There's no way in the world I'm gonna catch from some strangers. No. No. Even I have limits.
and where she was shooting it from was lower than where we were, so you had to really like.
Oh, she had to shoot up and.
She had to shoot up and over.
Yeah, well, you know what? Because if she was probably level, she was probably be knocking out lights and stuff, hitting the ceiling.
It was just that's so crazy. I was very much like, wow, that takes a lot of. No pun intended, but pussy power to do that like that.
Yeah, I tell you, it's a powerful thing.
Yeah.
And in the wrong hands, a very dangerous thing.
Yeah. Should break you off.
Literally break you.
Right. She was.
Well, I'm glad y'all had a very nice vacation and everybody's safe and sound and
yes.
Yeah, I really enjoyed yourselves. That's good.
That's right. And no booms. I didn't get no booms this time. I didn't have to go through no rigmarole with nobody at the I don't want to call it TSA but whatever their international security airport thing. No booms. Mm-hmm. No booms. So that's good.
Very good.
So,
But
anyway, all right, guys, and until next time, you beautiful people, have a great night. It is 11 o'clock, so I'm gonna call it because this is my bedtime. Alrighty, and until next time, peace. Of course, if you see something and you want me to put it in my Instagram or something, and yes, I do see all of your things. But just sometimes a lot of them aren't like newsworthy. They're more like funny, haha. So a lot of times I don't want to, because I already get enough flack on this channel for the real stuff we talk about, let alone putting anything else up there. But thank you and keep it coming. And on that note, peace, hair grease.
Good night.
Peace. Later.